Do you know that God has positioned you for more impact, for more influence, and yes, even for more wealth to build the kingdom of God? But I want to welcome you to the Wealthy, Healthy, Whole YouTube channel. This is where we are raising up a generation of kingdom minded women, women over 40, who are called to be wealth stewards and trailblazers for the kingdom of God. Who am I? I'm Janet Green. And in each of these videos, we break down biblical strategies for financial breakthrough, including supernatural wealth transfer. And we share holistic health tips and mindset shifting principles. And so if you're still here, then something about that resonated with you. And I want to go ahead and get into these nuggets today. Now, this morning I was on a prayer call with my apostle and our family, our church family. And one of the things that she was talking about was building capacity. And it so resonated with me about the conversations we've been having here about the supernatural wealth transfer. And then the other thing is aligning with purpose. So I want to talk about those two things today. Why do we need to build a capacity? Building capacity just means making room for. And let me just give you a case in point. If you get married and you and your spouse, you all have you have your first child, and you just had maybe a 2-bedroom starter home, and then you start having more children, then at some point you have to expand. You have to expand your capacity to handle the blessings of the additional children. So that means now you need a bigger house. So whatever it takes for you to get the bigger house, then you go out and you make that happen. If that means you got to work on your credit so that you can qualify for something bigger, or you need to make a little extra income, whatever that is, you have to go and make sure you take care of that so that you can build a capacity for the next level of house that you have. If you're building a ministry, a church, or something like that, and you get a small little started church, and all of a sudden the blessings of the Lord begin to overtake and people start coming in and joining the church really fast, you've got to now think about, how do I expand our capacity to hold the people? So building capacity means making room for more. Now, making room for more means additional work on your part. It just doesn't come. You don't build capacity just about by thinking about building capacity. You have to do something to get that capacity built. All right. So if we are building capacity and making room for supernatural wealth transfer, what are the things that we may have to do? We've kind of been talking about it over these last several videos. And one key thing that I want you to really think about is building your faith, expanding your faith muscle. Expanding your faith muscle. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. The greater your faith to receive things, when God starts to speak to you about greater things, then he is going to require that you have more faith in order to receive those things. The level of faith that you may be on right now to handle the money that you get paid from your job and other places, even from your business, that's good. You can handle that. But when we talk about supernatural wealth transfer, lots of money and even possible increases that come very quickly, you're going to have to start now building your capacity of faith in order to be able to receive that, so that fear doesn't overtake you, right? Because one of the things that happens to people sometimes is fear overtakes them when they now have a massive or quick change in their lives. The one thing they think about, okay, what do I do now? How do I handle this? How do I manage this? I don't want to lose this. I don't want to drop this. So you have to start building that faith. You have to now, and building capacity also means sometimes it means taking something out. So you got to remove every thought, every vain imagination, anything that could now get in the way of you being able to be a steward over any type of wealth transfer. Okay, the other thing is this. aligning with purpose. I think it's very, very critical that we understand that there is a purpose for wealth. Wealth is just not handed out just to be handed out, but God has a real purpose for wealth and for transferring the wealth of the wicked to the righteous. He has a real purpose for that. So you need to ask God, what is his purpose for the wealth that he is releasing to you? And once you are clear about that, then now you can begin to do the things that cause you to align with his purpose for the wealth that he wants to give to you. Now, some of that may be the way you're thinking too. It could be the mindsets. It could be some belief systems that you are holding on to that will not serve you in this wealth transfer season. It will not serve you as God is saying, hey, I want to give you more. And you've been faithful over few. Now I want to make you ruler over much. So what is it in you? What is it in you that will not allow you or could possibly hinder you from aligning with God's purpose for that wealth? I want you to think about these two things, and I want you to begin to work on those so that you are ready to receive all that God has for you to manage in this and for his great kingdom. So those are two nuggets that I wanted to drop. Now, before I leave, I want you to make sure that you like, you subscribe, share this information with somebody else. You know, another sister that's on the journey that's called to handle great amounts of wealth as well. I want you to share this. And the other thing is there is a freebie that I have below here in the description. And what I did was I put together a 10-step biblical wealth transfer checklist. It's some goodies down there, some great nuggets that help you to begin to think about what you need to be. So you, as you're going through it, you can check it off. I'm working on this and I'm working on that. So go down there and make sure that you get your hands on that free checklist. And then I'm going to see you on the next segment. Now, please leave me a comment. If this is blessing you, let me know that it's blessing you. And so we'll continue to bring you even more information, life-changing information that is going to help us all manage, steward the wealth of the kingdom. Have a great day.